Hello everyone. Wow, I made this video because I want to take you through some application monitoring. So quick video, I'm using Quarkus application, so that's a Java application, and I will be using the Prometheus, so Micrometer, sending the data to Prometheus, and I will have Grafana getting that data from Prometheus and showing us a very beautiful dashboard. The application is very simple, basic application created using Quarkus, as you can see Quarkus here. And once the application is running, it's a Java-based application. What I like with Quarkus, it gives us dev UI, and with the dev UI, you can see some of the parameters, the data sources. If I just go to the home page of the dev UI, you should probably see some more. My screen looks a little bit smaller, but from here we can go to different parts of the application. So the application, simple expose a simple hello world. Or should I say a simple hello endpoint that you can use. You can hit it using curl, but it's not so much about the actual endpoint, but the metrics that we can get from that endpoint, from the application running. So we have, in case you are not familiar with Micrometer, so Micrometer is an open source observability facade. You can use it to get some of the JVM-based application code. You can instrument the memory, the CPU, the long-lived object that you have. You can also do it for log testing to see how the application actually handles it, and all the data will show up at the endpoint /metrics. You can also use, once you have that metrics, you can use Prometheus to collect other metrics, and based on that, you can then query it. So you can run some query. You want to find out what's your current CPU level, how many requests you get per second, and then to visualize it, you can use something like Grafana. So I'm using Grafana. It's the all open source. I'm only advocating for open source based applications so that it doesn't cost you anything, but the support, you can support it internally with your own team, or you can approach a company like Kiktronik if you want to. Okay, so this application is currently running. As you can see, it is running. The endpoint is being exposed. You can go to I have a Grafana instance also running. So if you go to Grafana, you can see, okay, what are our targets, and you will see that this target is there. So Quarkus is currently up, which is great, right? And you will scraping it every 5 seconds, I believe I said it too. Then if we go to Prometheus, so sorry, this is actually Grafana. So when we go to Grafana, we have this nice little dashboard that will show us, okay, the application been running for 21 minutes, the start time, how many memories been using, the percentage of non-used. Okay, so we have more metrics. This metric is quite important for a lot of web application because you want to see how much data you're getting per second, what's the load, and as the data is coming in, the requests are coming in, all the application metrics will be showing up at the same time. So for this quick demo, I will actually launch it. I have a script already prepared for that. And if I run the script, let's say I will ask it to run 1,000 requests and using two threads, so two parallel concurrent thread running. So that's hammering the web endpoints. Try to run 10,000 requests. So let's see in real time what that looks like. Now, as you can see, on my Grafana, I said, okay, you have to keep scrapping it every 5 minutes. If you want to change it, you have some more values there that you can change as well. If you don't want every 5 minutes, you want to every 50 minutes, every 30 minutes, or anything else, you can also do that. But at the moment, it's set up to every 5 minutes, but we can refresh it. So let's go ahead and refresh it. As we refresh it, we start seeing data coming in. So at the moment, our endpoint is handling about 2,000 requests per second. I'm not really sure if that's actually correct because I'm not sure my laptop can handle 200 requests to be sent. But as we can see, this is the total amount of requests coming in. And we can see the endpoint being hit, the outcome, the success, so the HTTP code 200 coming in. But at the same time, we have that. We also have how long it takes to execute each of the requests by the application. We have the rates, right? We also have the memory. So we see what's happening at the moment with the memory. Okay, this application is not using much memory. As you can see, the amount of committed memory and the maximum memory available. So total JVM, we have about 5 gig of memory available, but we're not even using half a gig at the moment. So only 430 meg has been committed for now. Right. As the load grows and your web service becomes more complex in terms of algorithm and logic implemented, maybe you're accessing some databases or anything else, you will see all the information here. Now, why do you want to have a dashboard like this, right? Because this dashboard, you can also customize it. You can see, as you can add in a panel here to say, is the application up, so that you know that the application is up and running. And maybe I can actually see if we can get this data. So this is the raw data from our web application. Okay, so this is the raw data that Prometheus is picking up. You can look for, if you go to Prometheus that we had earlier, you can get this value and create a panel on it in Grafana. So you also have a button here that says when the application is up. So when everything goes down, you understand. But at the same time, you already have this value here that tells you how long has the application been up for and when did it start. So in a nutshell, this is how you can use Grafana to monitor your Java-based application. It's open source, as I mentioned. I can see on the script that we sent half the messages so far. So half the request has been sent. We're about 5,000 requests in now, and as you can see that it's only less than 4 milliseconds to execute the get hello. Again, how many threads have been used by the application? It's been shown here. You know, the CPU usage. Okay, it's quite a little bit heavy on the CPU, but then again, when you run a multi-core application, you don't really feel much. But the more complex and the algorithm, the more complex the function is. As I mentioned earlier, if you're retrieving data from a database, if you write into a database, if you're doing some complex calculation, string manipulation, your CPU usage will go up. Your load will also go up. Right. So right now the garbage, there's no pressure on the garbage collector, so which is fine. It's a simple application. As I already mentioned, JVM memory, everything else is running just fine at the moment. Not in a nutshell, all your applications should be monitored so that you can see at a glance on one dashboard what's going on with your application. If there's any problem, you can just put the dashboard up. So okay, maybe we have some problem around memory, that's why the application keeps crashing. You can also query back. So it's not just now what's going on at the moment. You can also go back into time and see what happened over the last 24 hours, probably even more. And Grafana also allows you to have alerts. Okay, so this is a simple one. In the next video, I will show you how to create alerts and put some threshold in place as well, so that you will get alerts on your phone, your email, your Teams, or any other application that you use with your team. So this application, very simple, as I mentioned. So it's a Java-based application using Quarkus and Micrometer, sending data to Prometheus, and the data from Prometheus is being visualized in Grafana, as you currently see on your screen. Let me know if that was if that was useful to you, and we can do more advanced demo in the future. So thank you for listening, thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.